Is this good parenting or is this crazy? Are you ready for 30 hours in a car?
I'm probably the most nervous. Goodbye, Tennessee. It's been good, but we're leaving you. We are stuck. My baby is hungry.
When you grow up in the country, I wouldn't say poor, I say financially challenged. Did you do a stinky? I can't imagine what it's gonna be like with 2 kids.
Drive us away, baby Will.
This may be where we die in the wilderness.
I am still shaking.
I don't know if we're gonna do it. Oh my word, there's a little babier one. They're coming at us. Will is scared. This is an active military base. Oh my word. How far does this cave go? If I knock myself out, there's not gonna be a medic. I don't know how this is gonna end. Oh no! For the first time ever, guys, Will is popping a tooth out.
My mom heart does not do well with him standing on the edge of a rock with our child.
Don't really care what's up around the bend. It's our song and it's our story till the end. So let's begin.
What's up, crew? Do we ever have a special episode today? Probably one of my favorites, but first I want to tell you about Testimol, a loyalty rewards app that rewards users real money just for playing games that they already love. It's super simple, fun, and easy to use. Just download the app in the description box. Then you're going to confirm access to track your game's progress, and you're ready to start earning real money. Some of my favorite games are on there, and you can pick your personal favorites anytime you want. Some games earn higher coins than others. Tiffany and I are always trying to compete and beat each other to the highest levels of each game. After downloading the game, Testimol will track your progress and reward you with coins. Once you've collected enough coins for a cash out, you can pick from the options in the payout tab. There's multiple options to choose from. Pick a cash out that fits your style, such as Amazon, PayPal, and deals from the best brands. Tiff and I use today's coins to cash out at Walmart because we shop there all the time. You're gonna love Testimol as much as Tiff and I do. Just check out that link right in the description box or scan that QR code I put right there on the screen for you. Alrighty, taking my coins and my Testimol game into the adventure. Let's do this. What up, what up, what up, YouTube gang? This may look like just a normal day. Cooking up something up at the house. This is anything but a normal day. Baby Will, are you ready for this good home cooking? Guys, I kind of tricked you. Tiffany prepped most of this. Cotton board was recommended by my bro, Zach Bates, at Bates Kitchen. They say those plastic ones aren't that good. Let's get all this in there. If it tastes great, woohoo, we'll let you know. If it looks great, then that's, I guess, what matters the most. So, here goes nothing. We are doing something we have never done with baby Will in his life. Are you ready for a 30-hour road trip across America?
We just literally carry him around the house in this little bassinet.
Is this good parenting or is this crazy? All I have to do is drag this bassinet anywhere I am so he can hang out and he's happy. Little Will is 100% a Bates. He has huge FOMO, fear of missing out, and he has to be a part of everything. A part of everything. A part of everything. A part of everything. Let's prep and get on the road. Just like that, 3 hours later, we're about ready to roll. Mr. Chubby Nugs had his nap. Are you ready for 30 hours in a car, 11 states, and absolute mayhem? No, I don't think that's a good idea.
I'm probably the most nervous I've been about a travel in a long time. I think now with just the planes going down and like just all the accidents in the world, I'm just like, okay, I'm pretty nervous, but I'm only earthly nervous because I know that God's in control. So I just gotta let Jesus literally take the wheel. This is really sad, guys, and I don't know if any other mom knows this, but he's wearing a size like where it says 9M for 9 months. And apparently, even though he's 6 months, like when they're labeled that, they can wear it up to 9 months. So when you get a label, anything that's 3 months ahead, that's what they're supposed to wear.
All great things must come to an end and new things have a start.
So I guess this is it. Goodbye, Tennessee. It's been good, but we're leaving you.
For now. Chub Nugs, when you come back, you are literally gonna be a whole month older. Sun is dropping, and if we don't get hopping, we ain't ever gonna make it out of here. I am bringing a guitar, guys. I have like 6 or 7 guitars that I love. I've got a bunch of Martins, a bunch of classical guitars that I love to write with. Y'all know how it is traveling with guitars on airplanes. Bad idea. Special information, this guitar is actually the guitar that we used for our engagement and music video in Italy. So this guitar has literally been around the world and it's about to do it again. I don't know if we can beat that sun, but we're sure trying. What up, what up, what up? We have arrived at stop 1, state number 2 and 3, just like that. Fort Smith, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. We're right on the line. I didn't even know this place existed. It's part of the national parks, historical sites, and wow, it is absolutely beautiful. Little Will, of course, is already enjoying it, and he has been great on this road trip so far. We are more than 7 or 8 hours in, and he has just been a little pro. Ain't that right, Will Rogers? You know, the real Will Rogers was from this great state of Oklahoma.
The weather has been absolutely perfect in the 70s. Couldn't get any better for a road trip. Last night we stopped in Little Rock just to spend the night, and so this is our first official stop. So our goal is to do about 5 to 7 hours a day, depending on how Will can do in the car. Let's go. A cool kid. Look at
Are you one of the cool kids?
this little arm, guys. He's
Guys, he's just all
resting.
propped up here like a little pro. You're Mr. Tourism King. The Fort Smith Council was held in this building September 1865, dealing with 12 Indian nations. Post-Civil War, I think Andrew Johnson. It's pretty cool, and if you love history, you're gonna want to stop here.
Every national park you can get stamps on it, so this will go in his baby book, but it just says Fort Smith and then the date, so like the official national park stamp. And then a map, because I'm gonna cut this all up and put it in his baby book.
You never know what history is in random cool towns. True Grit, a lot of cowboy stuff are based on things that happen in real life in Fort Smith, Arkansas. The U.S. Marshals just built a brand new state-of-the-art museum and historical site across the street on the river. Will is definitely the coolest little tourist ever, enjoying it all. Gotta shoot you straight, I have been in jail a few times, in and out, but I'm getting out again here in a second. So I am now officially out of jail. You see, the thing about history is just what happened, and sometimes it's really ugly and messy, and there are a lot of colorful characters like this kind of thing that was happening. But hey, that's why you gotta study it, get familiar, see what happened, why it happened, and a lot of it's so you make sure that it doesn't happen again. That is not very optimum. What do you think of this cowboy town, Will? Are you enjoying yourself?
A wagon repair, $1. Let's take a picture.
Alrighty guys, the train is rolling through in the background. Something that is crazy about Fort Smith, this is how history just disappears. In the early 1800s, the first Fort Smith was actually built by the Army. 5 years into it, got reallocated to a totally different area, and the fort got abandoned and buried, and archaeologists didn't even know it was there until 1958 when they rediscovered it. Of course, strategically, you always wanted to be high and near water with these forts, Will, because you needed to be able to defend them. That's the point of a fort, safety. Check out the view. Guys, we are in heaven's weather right now.
It's like 80 degrees right now.
It cannot get better, and of course, Will
With the light breeze.
loves it. Will, you are not gonna believe the next stop. It is going to knock your socks off. Hey, hey, they're bringing in the cavalry. Woo, he's hyped.
Okay guys, it would not be a road trip if something did not go wrong. My front tire is flat. Just crossed over into Oklahoma. We're about an hour and a half-ish away from Oklahoma City. We are at a gas station. I took baby Will out while we wait just to get a break from his car seat. He's been doing so good, actually sleeping the whole entire time. And he's eating my hair clip. What you think, buddy? Dad's gonna save the day once again. So grateful for Lawson. He's always so handy and he knows what to do.
I told Tiffany, I said, wow, this has been the greatest trip ever, and we're not even to the best parts of it yet. But hey, boom, tire started collapsing and we're in the middle of absolute nowhere. I don't know, Muskogee. Correct me, you great Oklahoma folks, on the proper names out here. I did not have exactly what I need, but miraculously, the gas station travel center had it. This will save your day. Growing up in the country with used things, we always save money, fix it ourselves, DIY. If you don't know, it's pretty simple. This is a tire plug kit, and let's pray to the good Lord that it works, or we're gonna be spending the night under the beautiful Oklahoma stars. What do you think about spending the night under the stars in Oklahoma?
He's ready. Oklahoma is beautiful. So anyone from Oklahoma, give a shout out in the comments and say hi.
We have a mantra. We will get it done somehow, some way.
I literally can hear the air coming out of my tire. We are stuck. My baby is hungry.
So the first thing you have to do, find the spot, and you pray that it's not in the sidewall. Thankfully, this is in the top right here. So it looks like we got hit by a nail. So it's a good thing we made it to a gas station. Don't want to go straight to putting the plug in. It's going to be too hard to force down in there. The real good ones have like a handle right here so you can grip it better. This is going to be kind of tough. It's great on a lawnmower, but on a car tire with radial, makes it a little bit harder to shove in there.
What do you think, baby Will? Say, oh. He's watching Dad.
I'm trying, guys.
Think Dad's gonna fix it?
I'll show you what the problem is here on eco-friendly cars. There's no space between the tire and the rest of the car, so you can't get any leverage. So I'm trying to get this in, and it's a real pain.
So you're making the hole bigger?
This has got a split in, so you can push it in, twist it, and then pull it out, and the plug stays in there. When you grow up in the country, I wouldn't say poor, but I say financially challenged, you figure out how to do a little bit of everything. So you can use this. This is like a rubber adhesive. It's very flammable, so be careful. Okay, moment of truth.
Oh my stars.
Oh my word, that's hard to get in.
Do you think he's doing a good job? Drive us away, baby Will. Drive us all the way to California.
Leverage is your best friend. I grabbed this tire tool out of the back, and I've been able to get it down there. So once you get it in, all you do is twist.
Wow, they should teach this like in high school to kids.
They probably do. That's just one blowout fixed, and it looks like Chubby Nugs has had another blowout, so Tiffany's gonna have to solve that problem.
Yeah, roadside repair for the car and the baby. It's nice actually driving because you can just change your baby in your car. In an airplane, you kind of got to go in the facilities and do all that, so it's much easier just to change them right in the car.
Did you do it, Stinky? We're solving problems on all ends, and we are not gonna let anything ruin the vibe on this epic adventure. I can't imagine what it's gonna be like with 2 kids, or 3 kids, or 5 kids, but we're just gonna figure it out as we go. Like that old original Oklahoma boy said, and the white line's getting longer, and the saddle's getting cold. Those white lines are getting longer, and we out of here into a beautiful upcoming surprise. Just like we told you, somewhere epic, we have stopped in Oklahoma City at the American Cowboy Museum. Will is in his little cowboy outfit that barely fits him now. He grew out of it so fast. He was literally in his photos at Christmas, and now he's too big for it. But let's go American Cowboy Museum, woo, with our little cowboy. Wow, check this out. Gotta say, the artistry through each display is absolutely beautiful. I'm now in my favorite section, Fake Cowboy World, which is old Hollywood, all of the different legends, Hopalong Cassidy, Roy Rogers, John Wayne, and so many more. There's my guy Gene Autry over there. Check it out. How you liking all these cowboys? There's Roy Rogers and little Will Rogers. And while we're checking out all these cowboys, our little cowboy has just went out. It was bound to happen. Guys, you knew the king would have his own display of everything. Hey Tiff, it's the California Vaquero.
Oh, wow.
America truly is built on cowboys. The one quintessential thing when you think America, it's gotta be cowboys. It's gotta be. Wow, that is one big boy. Guys, we've been in this museum for about 2 hours, and I didn't even know that I was just about to walk into the coolest part yet. Real life Main Street.
Oh, wow.
This is like a Hollywood movie set. Cattleman State Bank, post office, Silver Dollar Saloon, photo studio. They got it all. This town is definitely a ghost town though, because we're the only people in it. If you're gonna rob this place, that's gonna take at least a good bit of dynamite. I gotta say, it is kind of janky though. It's not really that great. Let's go check it out. Guys, this is pretty awesome. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back. No turning back. Okay guys, Little House on the Prairie is back in session. I stepped on the thing and it's telling me about it. McGuffey's fourth electric reader. I read the McGuffey readers when I was a kid. Welcome to the United States U.S. Marshal's Office. Presiding Marshal Will Bates will have you covered.
William.
And of course, being a marshal, you gotta have a jail. We keep him in the back. It wouldn't be a true cowboy adventure if Will didn't get to ride his little horse. Guys, they got these little saddles here. So stinking adorable, and he is loving it. Are you ready to go play with some prairie dogs, feed him a carrot, and see an epic canyon? I think he is. Alrighty, cowboy. Let's ride out of town.
The American Cowboy Museum is definitely a must stop here in Oklahoma City. One of my favorites now.
Even things outside for everybody to do. Alrighty guys, it's your train depot. And even Will enjoyed it. Put it on your list. You're rolling down the highway and you see a sign. You got time, you just stop. This is the historic Route 66 in Oklahoma right before we get into Texas. Route 66 was started in the 20s. And each room that you go in is going to be a decade. So 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and then of course in the 70s, Eisenhower got the idea from Germany on putting in the interstates, and that changed travel and hence the many ghost towns along Route 66. I feel like we're in Andy Griffith, guys.
I'm so excited.
Will is loving it. Give us some other recommendations for old TV shows. Oh, this reminds me of the Beverly Hillbillies. So that's another great one. What's up, Will? Do you like that old jukebox?
Select a song. It actually plays.
And we've made it to the hippies in the 1960s. Check out this wagon. What a beauty.
It's only $7 an adult to get in. So that just gives a marker point of how much it is. Got our postcards.
Send back to the grandparents.
Send it back to our grandparents. Out of here on our way to Texas, and if you come to the Route 66 Museum, Pat has been the director for over 30 years, and she was in there cleaning toilets as we were leaving. She does it all. She's so sweet. I think the best part is meeting the people along the way. Talk to the people whenever you travel, and you'll make friends along the way.
This is about the time that you're supposed to play Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. It's really over from Oklahoma, but we are buzzing west, and that sunset is epic. Wait till you see what we have on the agenda for the morning. Okay, crew, it's been a great trip, and it was fun while it lasted, but this may be where we die in the wilderness. I am 32 miles from anything. I don't know why I put myself in these situations, and I have 15 miles to go. So if this video makes it out and we live, then you'll know that we made it. But it could be because I'm walking at least 15 miles. I don't even think there's any cell phone reception. 30 miles to the gas station. I may be pushing this eco-friendly car. And by the way, it's 32 degrees outside. Not where you want to run out of gas and have no cell phone service. Lord, please let us make it. Oh my word. 26 miles on the map. I don't know if we're gonna do it. I tried my best. Can it go 10 miles on 0? 7 miles past the 0 miles. I think I can jog from here. A miracle happened. This is not an endorsement of poor behavior by me forgetting to check, but hey, we can do this, guys. We can do this. And we're filling up. If this place actually has fuel, it says we got it. Push button to select gray. Whew, that was a close one. Tip of the day on your all-American road trip: don't be like LB. Pay attention to those little flashing lights on your dash. They're there for a reason. I think growing up in the country with a bunch of old cars, everything on the dash flashed because that's the way our cars were, and I ignored it. But now in a car that is actually great and doesn't have a bunch of motor problems, you gotta pay attention when those lights come on. It means something.
I am still shaking. I'm so nervous. If you have watched these YouTubes, Lawson does this multiple times. So I just sit in the back and pray silently.
And what do you think, little Will? We back at it. Next stop coming right up. And hopefully that won't be the side of the road. And in another Nowhereville, America stop. I say Nowhereville in a positive way because these little towns are the backbone of America's greatness. The legendary Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys are from here. Turkey, Texas. Here's the old Phillips 66. There's the Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys bus over there. This is why it's so fun to road trip, because you never know what you're gonna run into. Are you loving this sunshine? I think he got his big nap in. He got the almost stuck in the middle of nowhere fuel thing behind him, and here we are in Turkey. Tiff and I spent about a month in Turkey over in the Middle East doing humanitarian aid, and now Will is getting to spend 10 minutes in Turkey, Texas. I grew up listening to the Sons of the Pioneers, and then Bob Wills played a lot of their style in his own music. Okay, let's snap a few pics and get on the road. What do you think of those bison? What up? Oh my word, there's a little babier one. Dun, 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 dun. Capri Rock State Park, and oh my word, these buffalo are about to run our car right off of the road. Let me show you these big guys and little gals. There are twin babies, I think. They're coming at us. They're coming at us. Will is scared.
They will ram our car. We're parked on the side of the road. I'm scared they're gonna ram our car. He's scared.
Guys, the bison are coming at us. I don't know what we're gonna do. This could be the end of it. Cap Rock State Park. It's gonna be beautiful, but those buffalo are right behind me. Actually, bison. Like 10 of them. Little babies and some big daddies. I don't want to get too close because that can get violent. They are supposed to be like moose, and they can ram your car if you take them off. We ain't doing no taking off. Oh, there's another one sitting right over there. There's another big fella just chilling right there. You don't want to get in those big boys' way. Oh my word, we're just rolling along. There's groundhogs all across here. I didn't even notice them. They're just chilling all up there. See that little guy? His head poked up. Are you ready to see some baby groundhogs?
The cutest thing I have seen on this road trip. I love tiny little
This is
animals.
why we do it, guys. This is why we go on these endless road trips.
I know.
It's for the baby animals.
It's for the animals. They're so cute.
There's hundreds of them. There goes one running across
it's running
the road.
across the road.
You can hear them making their, I think, warning call, because I'm probably the thing they're warning against. Me and Will are so dangerous. Okay, I'm gonna take you over to the rim of Cap Rocks. It really feels like a mini Sedona, Arizona. It's a little warmer and not quite as tall, but let's go to the rim. Guys, we have a big old groundhog at our house, and I was calling these prairie dogs groundhogs, but they're definitely not groundhogs. Prairie dogs.
They are so cute. I was just saying groundhog because my aunt was born on Groundhog's Day. That's why I was thinking groundhog.
I would have never dreamed there was a place this beautiful, less than an hour outside of Lubbock, Texas. You're driving through plains, and then boom, mini Sedona hits you right here in Cap Rock State Park. Absolutely beautiful. I think there's about 300 bison and probably thousands of prairie dogs in this state park. And Will is loving it, of course, because the sun has come back out, and that's just what he needed to feel better and less cooped up. Next stop, into the canyon. What do they say? God bless Texas. Will's just reading up on this historical site. He's a smart guy, just like his mom. This place is eroding at, I think, ½ inch a year. A ton of fun. Bring your hiking shoes because you'll want to get out. Will had fun. Little man loved it. And on to the next. Okay, guys. Adios.
I think prairie dogs are the absolute cutest little things. They remind me of meerkats.
Oh yeah, Meerkat Manor. Bye, guys. Well, good morning, chubby nugs. You want to tell them where we're at today? Are we at one of the coolest caverns in the world? Yes, we are, and you're going to get to see all of it. Guys, we have just begun, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you that New Mexico is one of the most underrated states in America.
South of the aliens in Roswell.
Roswell, New Mexico is the capital of alien America. We skipped it because, hey, we didn't have time, but next time, Roswell, we're going to hit it. Okay, we're going underground. Woo! We are locked in. Boom, I hit the cavern button. Chubby Nugs, we are going underground. This is a little scary. There's no guide. It is huge. It is beautiful.
It says 150 behind you. 175.
Holy
Oh, my
mackerel.
ears are popping.
Okay. Yawn, Chubby Nugs. Oh my word. We're 400 feet below how deep? 425. Okay, we're 600 feet under the ground. I'm getting a little nervous. Son. Okay, how far does this cave go? I may have to have this bottle to try to make him
Yeah, I will. I'll grab.
feel good.
I'm gonna carry
Okay,
that.
guys, this is insane. We just hit 1,000 feet. Here we go. It is about to get cool. You are not gonna believe it. Somebody's loving it. And that's me and Little Will. He's so hyped. Check out how vast this is, guys. Absolutely phenomenal. It's just us down here. You can hear every drop of water. We're 1,000 feet under the ground in New Mexico. He looks so fascinated. Okay, check it out. We are definitely at one of the payoff spots. Thousands of years of development on these. Blows your mind. God's creation is amazing, whether it's under the sea, under the ground, or above the ground.
Super beautiful. Definitely recommend coming with your family. It has a really handicapped accessible walkway. You could probably even bring a stroller.
It never fails. Whenever we go somewhere epic, Little Will is always falling asleep. I guess he's happy and content, which is great and what's important, but he misses a lot of the cool nature. Thankfully, we got a couple pictures when he was up and lively before he went there.
That looks like a hand and a foot. There goes Lawson.
It is about 500 feet up and 500 feet down into a massive pit. You are not going to believe this. Take a look. That was so cool. Worth your time. I didn't realize how long the walk was, but when you're enjoying it, you don't even think about it. Get your 10,000 steps a day in, right? It does feel good to be back with the sky above me and not a wall of rock. I did feed Will the bottle on the way up and the way down, just for the altitude adjustment, and he seemed to do okay. Chubby Nugs. Okay guys, we got our energy. I got my New Mexico Pinion Coffee cold brew, and we are buzzing off. Guadalupe National Park, it is beautiful, but most of this national park is hiking. So if you're not up for those big long hikes, then maybe this isn't the one for you, but there are some scenic stops along the way.
It's so beautiful. Baby Will's been an excellent traveler. I was really hesitant just, traveling across America with a baby. 6-month-old seems like a lot, but I mean, he loves it.
This is the oldest stone building in this whole region of Texas, 1870s. We're talking 5 years after the Civil War ended. It just feels so good to be out here in nature, God's creation. Will has been perfect. He is just Mr. Positive Energy. He loves adventuring and he loves seeing new places. Having a little place out here in the middle of nowhere, wilderness, would be so cool. Maybe one day we'll start a little farm out in the country. I think he's in. Welcome to the Freehold Schoolhouse. This schooled up to 8 local children, which was a big part of the population because there weren't that many, from 1925 to 1930, and they paid the teacher $30 a month. That included room, board, and a horse. If you ever want to know why we love traveling in national parks so much, it's this reason right here. Hundreds of miles from anything out here in nature. And just imagine a sunrise or a sunset, looking across that, reading your Bible, just soaking up nature. They say stress is one of the #1 age factors, and I think the best way to get rid of stress is nature. Right? Right. Right. Yes. Taking it slow, but it's definitely meaningful. Oh, nothing much here, just your everyday roadside picnic pull-off on the National Park Highway. Hey, we ain't even to White Sands, and look how beautiful it already is. Between Guadalupe and El Paso, if this ain't magic, nothing is. Sun going down. Look at that white sand. Chubby Nugs, resting peacefully. It feels like you're walking on chalk. Maybe like you're on the moon. I don't know what it's like. If you've ever walked on the moon, tell me about it. That had to be cool. But there's your backdrop. And if you ever are wondering if you should drive between Guadalupe and El Paso up to White Sands National Park, you should do it. Rent that Mustang, take that road trip. Goodbye, sunset. Goodbye, mountains. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay guys, we have crossed over into the active military base in New Mexico. Tiff advised us not to, but hey, somehow we did it. I guess the guys won this vote. We are looking at American history right here. Again, this is an active military base, so we gotta be careful. Make sure we don't step into the wrong area. We're gonna take you with us.
This is the White Sands Missile Museum. To come to the museum, it's pretty simple. You just go up to the reception area when you first pull in. There's a building on your right, and you give them a valid government ID, and then you have to punch in your social security, and then they'll take your picture, and then they'll hand you a green piece of paper, and you just walk on through.
Right behind me is one of the first V2 rockets. The US had a successful launch in 1946 right here in New Mexico, but we were actually not the kings of development when it came to rockets like this. That was Germany. They had successful launches in 1943, and actually where we went in Germany, the Rhine River was one of the first spots that they were using those V2 rockets to shell US military crossing the Rhine. Flashback of us at the Rhine. Shh. And these rockets were hitting the bridges, and sadly a tough time, of course, for the world, but a lot of history was being made. Will is so excited. He thinks the rocket's cool. Check it out, buddy. V2 rocket right here in White Sands, New Mexico. Are you gonna be a military man? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Original cowboy stuff right here. A lot of silver mining was done in New Mexico, and a lot of cowboys after the Civil War. So that was pretty cool. Let's check it out on the wildlife. Look at that bad boy. That is a bobcat. You do not want to cross one of those bad boys in the wild. Those rattlesnakes will get you every time. See that rattlesnake? You see that rattlesnake? The Chinese actually were the first to invent gunpowder.
It's really funny because we went to the Cowboy American Museum. It was saying like the Chinese basically started, I guess, some type of the cowboy wear. And then even with the American rockets, it all started with the Chinese.
They be doing something right. Hey,
Woo! You're so cute.
are you a little scientist?
You're so cute.
Check it out. Now it's off to the official White Sands National Park, which we are gonna love. Let's go. We're rocketing out of here. Okay guys, we have made it to my favorite stop of the trip, White Sands National Park. Guys, this is one of the most underrated national parks in America. I've already rented the snowboard, or should I say the sandboard. I'm gonna be killing it down these slopes, hopefully not killing myself, but Will is gonna love it. I'm gonna be holding him just like this.
No, you won't.
As I board. Woo! Are you ready? I think he's a little questioning my ability, but hey, I do have to go hit the snow slopes with the whole fam in Utah next week. So this is going to be the precursor to that adventure. Sledding down the dunes. It is about to get crazy. Just like this. That way if I fall, I can keep him safe. Alrighty crew, we have made it to the most epic stop on the trip. This is gonna be a blast. One thing we did make a mistake on is a sun hat for Will. It is not very hot, but it is very bright. So I've got this blanket and I'm keeping him shaded. We're gonna snap some pictures up here and have a good time. What do you think, Will? What do you think? Is that cool? Are you the coolest kid at White Sands? First time for everything. I'm gonna give it a shot. They told me take your shoes off. It's gonna be left foot forward. The sand actually feels great. If I knock myself out, there's not gonna be a medic.
Baby Will and I are just sitting on the sand.
Okay guys, first time down. I don't know how this is gonna end. Oh no! Woo! Oh my word! Trial run in. I'm going into the big one now. What do you think, Will? Does Mom have your little sunshade on? Are you enjoying this park?
You know, it's interesting because when we took him to the beach, we tried to put his feet in the sand and he cried. And then this sand he loves.
Will and Tiff got worn out, so I had to come to one of the bigger ones before I went back. Let's hope it's worth it. I did pay for the rental of the board, so we're gonna see if I made a good decision. Here is your big slope. Oh my word, I'm definitely gonna fall. Woo! Oh, was it worth it? 110%. Am I tired out? 120%. Let's get out of here. On to the next. City of Rocks, New Mexico State Park. Had to take another pit stop. All these cool formations popping up out of the ground. Will was laughing his head off as we drove by with the windows rolled down. He got his big long nap in. We saw City of Rocks in Idaho, and that was magical. I guess if you ever see a park that's called City of Rocks, no matter what state you're in, you gotta check it out. Alrighty, crew, we up here on top of the world. Little cutie is loving it more than any of us. You gotta be careful though, because, you know, rocks and cowboy boots don't go together. Say hi. Somebody is hyped to see what's around the corner. Guys, come with me. It's gonna get sketchy.
Lawson is scaring me with all of his jumps, and he's waving.
Are you holding your toe for safety? Nah, Dad's got him covered. He feels very confident in our abilities as a team. They call this the City of Rocks because rocks, 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 rocks. I guess you could say this place rocks. It's Dad Joke Central. If I got this right, I'm gonna set this up because we don't have a photographer. Get us a little family of 3, possibly 4 picture going this way. Are you ready? When you have a baby, those photos don't always work the way you want, but hey, at least we tried.
And for those watching too, it's like 77 degrees out. I know he's just dressed in a onesie, but it's really hot.
It's almost 80, it's just the wind.
It's just the wind makes it look a little cold, but
Ain't that right?
It's really hot outside, which is why we want to keep him cool. And babies run warm as well. Bye.
Did we have to pull over for an epic road shot? Of course we did. Arizona, you're next. Good morning from
Wilcox, Arizona. Way more than halfway to California. As a mom, when breakfast occurs, I spilled salsa all over my shirt. So for today, you are going to see salsa on my shirt because I don't want to have to unload the whole back trunk and grab a new shirt.
Guys, Will's having a great day. One of the reasons we stopped in Wilcox is this is home of the legendary cowboy singer Rex Allen. Back in the good old days, Gene Autry, Roy Rogers. He was even before those guys. A lot of great records. I got a couple of those. Billy the Kid lived and operated right around here. Could have even been here in Wilcox. There's a train station over here and a little cool main street. Okay, Rex Allen, the singing cowboy. You may know him as that or something else, but he was multi-talented and actually did voice acting for over 100 nature films for Walt Disney. Pretty cool. Starred in 39 episodes of The Frontier Doctor and had 19 movies with Republic Pictures, which was the same company that produced the Roy Rogers movies and so many other westerns. John Wayne. Silver screen cowboys, guys. It's the greatest era of American music. You want to be a silver screen cowboy? I think that's a yes, guys. But there you have it, Rex Allen. The museum opens at 11, not 10 a.m., which is a bummer. What is wrong with this sleepy little town? Everything's closed. Don't come to Wilcox before 11 a.m. Rex Allen, we love you, buddy, but hey, we got to get to the national parks. We are at the Chiricahua National Monument. We're going to 2 of the main hiking trails. The first one's a half a mile. The second one's only a mile. So it should be fun. Let's do it. Oh, wow. Check out that payoff shot. I've got almost 360 panorama views. This is why you come to every national park, even if you've never heard it before. Chiricahua, you are awesome. This is the Massey Trail, and we're just taking it all in.
My mom heart does not do well with him standing on the edge of a rock with our child. Don't worry, he's safe. I would not let him go if I did not think it was safe. I don't want to get in trouble from the internet, but...
It is very safe, guys. I'm not near the egg. There's your backdrop. How pretty is that? What do you think, Will? Are you growing a tooth? Show him your tooth.
Oh yeah, we'll have to show him.
For the first time ever, guys, Will is popping a tooth out.
Oh my goodness.
Tiff, what's your greatest concerns?
No, I don't want to sound like a Debbie Downer. I think just with any mom, it's normal. Like there's cliffs and rocks and Lawson's wearing slippery cowboy boots. So naturally your mind just goes to like the worst possible scenario. But I trust Lawson wholly. He's super capable and responsible. It's just my own fears.
Do you have any fears, Will?
He has zero fears.
Are you hanging out with mommy in a cave? Yes.
This is really cool arch.
Okay guys, I hit the Echo Canyon Trail solo. Tiff and Will are eating a snack. That's your two top spots in the whole park. Massey Point and Echo Canyon. Baby, ready to hit Boot Hill?
Yes.
Let's do it, guys. Is the new tooth guy eating?
He has a new tooth and it's popping right below on his lower mouth. It's really cute. I'll have to show you guys. Just arrived in Tombstone, Arizona. We did an outfit change. It's this old historic western town. A lot of people, I think, just because it's the weekend, but definitely a place to come if you want good photo ops.
They got the OK Corral, they got Wyatt Earp, they got all of the history, and this is gonna be a blast, guys. It's like a western movie set, just like how we shot the music video for our little cowboy Christmas.
In Pioneer Town.
Pioneer Town. We're gonna show you a western gunfight right here. Will is ready, he's just eating this. We got our food, let's go check it out. Are you hyped? Guys, Tombstone is pretty cool, and we're just getting started. Woo, woo, woo.
Hey Marshall, these town folk lied to me. They told me you had true grit.
You better look again, Phil.
He's still
Let's dance. I give you Marshall 3 and send them on the boot hill.
We got that's for shooting the miner, and that's for shooting me. Good guy.
Tiff, how's our little man?
He's doing great.
I don't think our boy Will is ready to take over sheriff duties in Tombstone yet. Give him a few years, maybe he'll come around. We saw the cowboy show, get a few pictures, and then get back on the road. Come check out the train car, let's go. This would be the same type of a train a good old boy like Billy the Kid, I'm joking, he was a terrible man, but would have robbed. Would you be a good cowboy? Did you see him light up? Would you be good at robbing trains? No, he'd be the good guy. Capturing those horse and gold thieves, guys. I did not know this till watching the Western show. Tombstone, at its peak, blew up to over 20,000 people, becoming the second largest town on all of the West Coast at the time, only next to San Francisco. That's how many people were here, and they took over $1 trillion in today's money of silver out of these mountains. What do you think of that? Did you drive one of those? Check it out. Check it out. Okay, let's go to the OK Corral and we're out of here. Wyatt Earp, his brothers, the Clantons, just like this right here on this dirt. This is where the Earp brothers, 100 and something years ago, that's where it all went down. But we out of here onto one of the most epic sunsets we've ever seen. There it is, guys, the Boot Hill Graveyard. That's where you don't want to end up. And so we are getting out of here before we do. Off to Saguaro something National Park for the sunset. Welcome to our final stop of the drive. Will, are you ready? A couple of the main reasons we did this trip is, A, it was for Tiffany's birthday. You know we like adventuring together.
And Will said road trip, so we said yes, sir. This is such a nice, relaxing hike, especially now, of course, Arizona turns into a oven in the summer, but now it's just perfect weather, and it'd be great if you lived here too, just to go for a walk and enjoy nature, all of God's creation.
Guys, I did not know till Tiffany enlightened me, but these big cactuses cost above $20,000 sometimes. And of course, they're protected.
This is a national...
But help me on the pronunciation, guys. I've been trying so hard. There have been some very helpful little pronunciation things. How do you pronounce it? How do you pronounce it? How do you pronounce it?
Okay, people are saying, as he gets older, he's starting to look like me. What do you think, guys?
Guys, I think he is a dead ringer for Miss Tiffany.
Okay, we realized we share each other's same ears, okay? Definitely we have the same eyes, and we have the same hair.
Tiffany's twinsy. The trip has been amazing. And when you think 6-month-old on a 10-state, 30-hour plus 7-day road trip, you think, oh, that could be a nightmare. But honestly, Will has been phenomenal. He's been a trooper. He's enjoyed every stop. He's been talking, and he's literally cutting new teeth right now. So I think the surprise of all of this and the exciting thing is that he's cutting teeth. It's funny because with new babies, you're enjoying and anticipating every single step. And then when it comes, you're shocked. You're like, whoa, it's happening, guys. It's like that scene from The Office, it's happening. That's what I feel like with Will. We knew the teeth were coming, but now that they're almost through, it's just another exciting moment along baby development. Okay, let's see if we can get some pictures, buy some cactuses, and lead you into the next Pate's family adventure.
How you doing?
This is his first time to the national park.
The first time and the only time I've gotten on Lawson's horse Amiga, I cried.
Somebody likes making baby sounds.
Moo. He likes cows now, guys, so I'm saying moo. He loves moo. Moo. Moo.
Alrighty guys, for a new adventure to begin, this one has to end, and we sure have had fun.
If this is your first YouTube video you're seeing on Lawson's Bates channel, comment and let us know so Lawson can say, hey, he tried to comment and respond to all your comments. And since this is a birthday trip for me, my birthday wish, if you want to hang out and have some fun, is just subscribe and click that like button. It helps us share more family vlogs like this.
Okay, Will, the moment of truth has come. Show us the tooth.
Do you see?
Show us the tooth. Show us the tooth, sir.
He's chewing everything.
Oh, guys.
Right there, his tongue. It's right there. See?
There it is.
There it is.
It's happening. It's happening.
It was so brief.
The cutest man in the crew is no longer toothless, guys. I can't believe it.
He's no longer a gummy bear.
We're going to close out with some of our favorite photos from all of these national parks, and we're going to put a little rating right there in the corner for you so you know which ones to visit and maybe which ones to skip. It has been a blast, and we will see you next time for another big time adventure.
We have so much happening this year, guys.
It's going to be the best
haven't
yet.
even shared, so can't wait.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more cute baby and family content. We'll be right here. Till next time. Hit that subscribe. Okay, last one. 3, 2, 1. Hey!
He loves his daddy.
And we love y'all. We'll see you next time. Peace out.